Hello everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Allison. You're watching my channel, Eden's Tribe. So I'm obviously going to be showing you guys this book, Making Math Meaningful. When I searched YouTube before buying this book to get a flip through or get an idea about it, there wasn't anything on there, so obviously it needs to be. Yeah, so that's why I'm here. Okay, so this is the book, Making Math Meaningful. If you guys have watched any of my other videos or follow my channel at all, you'll know that we use Waldorf Essentials. Waldorf Essentials does have math in it. It does teach you everything that you need. Like it hits all the points for math. But for myself, I needed more direction with it, I guess. Not saying that Waldorf Essentials isn't great, because it is, and we still use that all the time for our other subjects and things, but I just needed something more for math. So I went ahead and got this book, Making Math Meaningful. Like I said, this one is for grades 1 through 5, so it's not a very thick book, but it does take you step by step for everything that you need. So I'm just going to give you guys like a flip through of it. Here we have the introduction, the math tightrope, who's this for, about this book, a word of caution, resources for teachers. It has some resources on there. Let's see, there's acknowledgement, fear and stress, avoiding struggle, meaningless math, the list. This guy, well, I don't know about the other authors, but I did go to one of Melissa Nielsen's in Waldorf Essentials, one of her master classes, which was with Jamie York, who is one of the authors of this book. And he has a very different approach to teaching math to kids, or teaching math in general. He calls himself a math missionary. And I really liked the way that he approaches math. So that was a big reason that I wanted to get this book too. Talks about math trauma, which I'm pretty sure I have, and I think Zeppelin is probably math traumatized too, so we're kind of backtracking from that a bit. So, I don't remember what I was just gonna say. We'll just flip through it, yeah? And that way I don't have to actually use my own thoughts. Developmentally based education, creativity and imagination, teaching from whole to part, which is a big Waldorf thing. I should mention that this is based in Waldorf education, principles of Waldorf education. Rhythmatical exercises. Math goes along with movement. The conscious use of forgetting. The pedagogical law, educating the freed etheric body, very Waldorfy. Review and practice, teaching economically, a higher purpose. Preparing your children. I won't go through every page like I just was reading it all. I just get caught up doing that. This is a good little bit right here. So the major themes for math, grades 1 through 4 is developing a sense of number. Grades 5 through 6 is consolidating skills. Grades 7 through 9, developing abstract thinking. And grades 10 through 12 develop logical, analytical, and synthetic thinking. So the way that math is taught through this book is you're teaching your children how to think, how to find numbers in a multitude of ways. There's all different sorts of ways that you can come up with a number. So for an example, instead of saying, 8 plus 2 was 10, 6 plus 4 is 10, 7 plus 3 is 10, 9 plus 1 is 10, you would say, what is 10? And so then you'd have 10, you could write out the number 10. If they're younger, you can use manipulatives for like 10 gems or whatever, and then they find all the different ways to make 10, and it could be through addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You're teaching all of those processes. So whole to parts, right? You're taking the whole number and you're breaking it down into parts, and it's really getting the kid thinking about all these different ways to solve the equation. So you're teaching them how to have the skills. You're teaching them how to think it through rather than just giving them the skill to do it. They figure out the skill. I hope that made sense. I don't know how to word this. Really, you should just read the introduction and the first parts of this book, but so this is all the introduction. There's the art of teaching math. It talks about main lesson books, stories and pictures, developing flexibility in thinking, different levels, avoiding the great divide, be aware of using math in a competitive way, practical math, daily math, be aware of tricks. It says, too often students are taught blind tricks as a means for solving math problems while having no idea why or how the trick works. It's important for them to know why it's working. What to do when things aren't going well, so you have some troubleshooting. 7 questions to ask yourself each day. So like I said, he really goes in, or the authors, I shouldn't say he. I keep saying he because I watched the masterclass on Jamie York, but this has multiple authors. But they really go into, you know, behind the scenes of teaching math, how to do it, why to do it, what to do in certain situations, which is what I needed, which is why I needed this book. So 7 questions to ask yourself each day while reflecting on your last main lesson and preparing. So it takes you through, you know, how to do that. Now, after all of that introduction stuff and teaching you how and all the troubleshooting and everything, you get into each grade's curriculum and scope and sequence. So for first grade, you have the overview of child development in the first grade. Curriculum summary for first grade math. Okay, so in first grade, they're going to be learning Roman numerals, quality of numbers counting, arithmetic and skip counting, and number dictations. They're also going to do beginning calculations, introducing the 4 processes, regrouping numbers, and learning the easy addition facts. That's facts up to 10 and doubles, I believe. Yes, and doubles. Then there's recommended reading for first grade math. And then you get into each of the lessons. So lessons and topics for first grade math. This is developing the sense of numbers. So you as a teacher are going to be reading this and learning how to teach the lesson before delivering it to the child. So you're not like reading this. Well, at least for me, you're not reading this as you're teaching them. You are doing it ahead of time. Use of an underlined mental arithmetic scheduling, background reading, which is saying to read the relevant sections from the introduction. Content overview, the 4 processes, which is introduced through a story, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay, so then you just have other things. It's giving you an example like the number runner, gems in a circle, working with manipulatives, review and practice, book work, and then you have your lesson plan outline. So lesson plan outline for block 1, quality of numbers, and each grade is laid out this way. So I'm only going to take my time showing you guys how it's laid out for grade 1, and then I'll just show you guys what's covered in the other grades. So lesson plan outline for block 1, quality of numbers, right? So you have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Create a beautiful story for the block. For this week, cover the numbers 1 through 4. Create a main lesson page for each of these 4 numbers. Roman numerals and standard Arabic numerals may be introduced at the same time. Step and count the numbers 1 through 24 and back. That's what you're going to do for week 1. So it takes you through each week what you're going to do for that block. Then you have main math lesson block number 2, the 4 processes, and then it does the same thing. It takes you through each lesson and how to teach each concept, which is what I needed so bad because I really needed that. This is how you're going to say it, this is how you're going to teach it, and you know, this is how you deliver it kind of thing. And especially in math. So I just needed something more. If you're like me, this is going to be super helpful for you. So yeah, teaches you how to do all the things. Okay, lesson plan outline for block 2, the 4 processes. So then after it teaches you how to teach the lessons, then you have the outline for the entire block for all 4 weeks in the block. Same thing for block 3. Teaches you how to teach the lessons, and then you have the outline for block 3. This is a handy little thing. It's a step-by-step progression for addition in first grade. And then you're also doing those along with subtraction, which is on the other side. Then you move into second grade math. It's the same thing, you know, it just teaches you how, and then it takes you through the blocks. Third grade is also when they begin doing daily practice sheets. "105 key arithmetic facts." Okay. Step-by-step progression page. And then last but not, it's through 5th grade, right? Or is it through 6th? Nope, through 5. Okay. Okay, let's turn page. This is broken down a little bit different, isn't it? Then you're into the appendix, math curriculum summary for grades 1 through 5. Oh, okay, so you have, this is, yeah, here. I'll just hold this up because you might want to screenshot that one and really get a good look at it. Oh, let me move my finger. Okay. A list of games for lower grade math. So they have other books. So they have our puzzle and game book, dominoes and card games, bingo games, traditional games, games for using the 4 processes, and other ideas. I love this game. Equate, that one's really fun. Monopoly, Yahtzee. We like to play games here. And the day I got the book, the edge got wet and this page fell out. So, wait, which way do you go in here? Yeah, you go in here this way. So this page goes here and I have to fix it. Step-by-step progression of arithmetic facts. So there you go. You have all the steps. Sample drawings for 5th grade freehand geometry. That's so fun. The first 100 square numbers and the first 75 triangular numbers. Perfect, abundant, and efficient numbers. Here are the abundance quotients for the abundant numbers up to 150. Powers of the 2 table. Prime numbers up to 2,000. So these are just handy dandy sheets, guys. Even numbers as a sum of 2 primes. Odd numbers as a difference of 2 squares. These are losing me. See, I have to teach myself before teaching this to my kids. Numbers as the sum of 2 squares. And that's the end of the book. I'm really sad that page is falling out. I gotta fix it. So yes, this book was, that's about right, $25 on Amazon. And it has taken so much stress out of math for me and it's made it very accessible and very laid out and simplified, I guess, to teach it, and fun and not daunting and not kill and drill or drill and kill or however you say it. So I highly recommend this book. Yeah, they also have for grades 6 through, where is it? 6 through 12, I think. I can't remember if that's the grade it goes up to. And then they have a couple other ones. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you later. Bye.